refused treatment. Really something
Yeah.
there. Now to the story of someone who decided to risk his own life this morning to try to rescue some of the victims of that blast.
Pretty amazing. Our Mike Silva spoke with him this morning and joins us to tell us about this person. Mike?
Joe and Katia, Mike Obenhouse was eating at IHOP with his friend Omar when they heard the explosion. They say it sounded like a bomb had gone off. They thought a car had crashed into the restaurant. So they went outside to see what had happened, and what they did next was heroic.
We saw the smoke and the fire, and we just started running, jumped the fence, and then once we got into the fire, we just heard help, help.
Once inside, with no regard for the danger posed to himself, Mike Obenhouse began rescuing people, bringing them to safety.
We heard a bunch of screams, and there was a mom and dad, a little boy, little girl, and we got them out and then found another man lying in the middle of the fire. So we moved him away. He had cuts all over his body. So we drug him out of the fire. He kept saying that he was burning, but the fire was about 10 feet away, and it kept coming closer to us, about 5 feet away to where we were burning.
Obenhouse, who was on scene before the fire department arrived and who was left with blood on his jeans, describing the scene as gruesome and traumatic.
It wasn't like running into a house. It was like running into boards and nails and fire. You know, you picture you run into a house and you bust through the door. No house was there. The roof, everything was at ground level. All the boards, everything. It looked like an implosion from the house. The walls were spread out sideways, like a cardboard box just flattened outside. Wood, nails everywhere. I probably got puncture holes all in my feet from nails, but yeah, the one guy was pretty bad. The kids were shaken up, and yeah, just a bad sight all around.
Heroism, he says his dad's a cop, his brother's a cop, and that's just the way he was raised, to try and help out if you can. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we will hear more about his friend Omar's heroism, and we'll also hear the tale of one woman who also sprang into action to help rescue people and was even holding the hand of one of the victims who was very afraid after this explosion. Joe and Katia?
Yeah, people, it just brings out the best in people.
Absolutely, sure.
We've heard that actually the family has sent a message of thanks to that young man we heard there. And more to come. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Mike. And